Hi everyone. A very good evening and welcome everyone to today's session on SoulSensei. We are so happy to have all of you here today. While we wait just for another minute, the ones who have already joined in, request you all to settle down, make yourself comfortable, find a quiet place, and just take a breath before we begin the session. So, how's everyone feeling today? If you had to just describe how you're feeling right now in one word, it can be you're feeling open, curious, probably tired, or grateful, excited. It can be anything, whatever you're feeling right now. Let the responses come in the chat box and let's try to make the session more interactive. Grateful, excited, beautiful. Thank you for sharing. However, your feeling is perfect right now. Monday with more ideas, excitement. Let the answers come flow in. Good. Nice. Great shares. Let's see how we feel, how we all feel at the end of the session. So let's begin. Welcome everyone to today's session. My name is Priyal from Team Soul Sensei, and I'll be here throughout the session for anything you may need. For people who are new to Soul Sensei, our goal at Soul Sensei is to make every session a safe, supportive space where you can ask freely, share openly, and receive abundantly. And we hope you feel lighter, calmer, and happier at the end of the session. We have a variety of sessions designed for you. Please check out our website and our app on your Soul Sensei. And also, you can find more details on our Instagram page at the rate your Soul Sensei. So, before we start, since we'll be practicing certain techniques together, having your video on will help the guide to offer corrections wherever needed. So, I request all of you to please turn on your video. Thank you for people who have already turned on your video. I can see you, and it will really help the energy of the session to make more lively. Thank you, everyone. So, just to share the flow of today's session, we'll begin with a short introduction followed by the practice led by our guide. And at the end, we'll open the space for question and answer. So, feel free to drop in your questions in the chat box, and you can also raise your hand whenever prompted. And we'll try to answer as many questions as possible. So today's session is about basics of face yoga, and it is led by our amazing soul sensei, Divya. Divya is a media professional turned into wellness guide, a certified yoga, meditation, breathwork, and sound healing practitioner. She blends ancient practices with modern insights to help people find balance of mind, body, and soul in an overstimulated world. So I'll now hand it over to you, Divya. We hope you enjoy today's session.
Thank you, Priyal. Can all of you hear me? I'm assuming you can. Okay, so first of all, welcome. What I'll do is I'll balance my words both in English and Hindi so that everyone sort of also understands it. I hope that's okay with you. So, welcome to today's Glow and Sculpt Face Masterclass session. It's a beautiful Monday, and I hope all of you had a very, very good festive season, a good Diwali with family and friends, and enjoyed yourself. Now, today, what we'll do, we'll explore a little bit about face yoga. What is face yoga? Why do we need to practice it? And what benefits we all will get when we practice face yoga. And I can see there are some beautiful faces. I can see whoever has turned their videos on, some beautiful faces, some beautiful people who are part of this workshop today. And I hope by the end of it, we sort of achieve our goal and you're absolutely satisfied on what are the benefits of face yoga and what it can do for you. Yeah. But before we begin, I'd like to, if on in the chat, if anyone of you can tell me if you've practiced face yoga before or it's completely new for you. If you can all write in the chat box that have you ever done it before? Have you experienced it? Or it's absolutely new for you? Okay. 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 So it does seem, thank you. Thank you for your responses. So it does seem new to a lot of people. So I'll explain to you what face yoga does. So we all know yoga. Now yoga has this form called as Karan Kapal Ranadhoti, which is basically where we relax our facial muscles to bring ease, to bring calmness, and to help us in sculpting our face very, very naturally. We live in a very modern world. Of course, we understand that today people are using a lot of pills, a lot of injections, a lot of, scientific measures to sort of sculpt your face very, very naturally. People use Botox, people use collagen injections, and it's absolutely fine if they're doing to each their own, whatever makes them happy. But why not practice all of this very, very naturally for our faces as well? Bring that natural glow back, help to make our face lift very naturally. What is happening is, and I'm sure if a lot of you are from Delhi right now or anywhere, you can understand that there's a lot of pollution in the world, in the air right now. And with age, our face starts losing the glow and it starts sagging, right? As we age, because of gravity, because of pollution, our face starts sagging. We get wrinkles, we get, our smile lines, we start developing smile lines around your lips. Our cheeks sort of puff up a little. Also, after a very, very hectic day at work, you will find that if you have a puffy face, or if you're dehydrated, you have dark circles, you have under eye bags. So, what face yoga does, we practice a lot of natural exercises to make sure all of these problems completely vanish away. If not vanish, they start reducing on our faces naturally. And that's what face yoga as a practice helps you in doing. It helps in lymphatic drainage of the face, it helps in giving you that glow. And in fact, I know a lot of people who just in 30 days, you have seen a big difference on their face. I myself, so when I first started, I also had a very puffy face. I also had cheek sagging. But over a period of good 30 days, when I practiced it regularly, it just takes 10 minutes every day. When I practiced it regularly, I started noticing a big shift on my face. I was glowing more, my cheeks were naturally lifted up, my eyebrows were naturally lifted up, and I also saw a lot of dark circles reduction on my face as well. So that's what face yoga does. It's a beautiful form of exercise, just takes 10 minutes, right? Before we sort of move into what I'll do in this session is I'll explain to you very, very quickly and show to you a couple of quick exercises that you do. There are about more than 20 plus exercises for face yoga, which focuses on each part of your face. So be it your neck, be it your jawline, your double chin, be it your smile lines, your wrinkles around your eyes, your forehead. A lot of people have droopy eyebrows, droopy eyes, so it lifts it very, very naturally. There are some more than 25 to 30 plus exercises just with hands, which I think there is a session day after on Wednesday. We'll be practicing more of those exercises in that session on Wednesday. Today, I will show you a very quick introduction to these exercises, very small things, quick routines that you can do on a daily basis, whether in the morning, whether in the evening, absolutely how comfortable are you. And in that, we will discover how quickly you can bring a change around your faces, right? And before we begin, what we'll do, I'll request all of you, even if your cameras are not on, to keep your back absolutely straight. A lot of you are using access through your phone. That's absolutely fine. There is no judgment. It's an absolute safe space over here. So keep your back absolutely straight, your shoulders rolled back, and your chin absolutely parallel to the ground. We'll do a little bit of conditioning, a little bit of coming back to the present moment, because we need to first relax ourselves. We've had a very, hectic weekend, perhaps with festivities. Mondays also crossed by. So 5 minutes of complete breath work and conditioning to bring us back to this center moment, so that we're able to focus on the next 20-25 minutes very, very nicely and very softly. So I will guide you through instructions. I will guide you very, very slowly. In case you're not able to understand, please write it in the chat box and I'll address your query right then and there, right? So I will ask you to sit up straight, shoulders rolled back, chin absolutely straight, and your hands in Vishnu Gyan Mudra, right? You can place it on top of your knees, so basically a meditative pose, or you can face your hands right in front of you on the table, just like this, so that you're in a beautiful receiving energy. Yeah. Now, for the next 1 minute, there's a point in front of you. Any point, just gaze at it. Just look at that point for 1 minute. And just look at it, gaze at it. Take a deep breath in, inhale, and a deep breath out, exhale. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very gently now close your eyes. Very gently. Inhale, a deep inhale once again. 1, 2, 3. Exhale. 1, 2, 3. Bring yourself back to this present moment right here. Concentrate on your face. Concentrate on the next 20 minutes of exercises that we'll be doing. Stay away. Bring your mind back to this present moment. Leave all the distractions and the worries and just be in this present moment for the next 1 minute. Bring a beautiful smile on your face. Your face is absolutely relaxed. Your facial muscles are calm. Unclench your jaw. Release the tension on your jawline. And be absolutely relaxed. Now very softly open your eyes. Very, very softly open your eyes. And bring a big smile to your face. Yeah? Okay. So now we will begin with a little warm-up exercises. Why do we do warm-up for any sort of exercise, right? We all know, so that our muscles start easing up. Any form of exercise that you do, whether it's in gym, whether it's yoga, whether it's Pilates, we all do warm-up exercises to release the tension, to bring our joint muscles to a tension-free mode, right? So what I want you to do is to inhale and stretch your neck up. Exhale and bring it down to the center. One more time. Inhale up. Exhale down to the center. Now inhale to the right. Exhale to the center. Inhale to the left. Exhale to the center. Right? Now rotate. Do a half rotation from right to left. And then inhale again, go back anti-clockwise and come back to the center. One more time. Inhale from the right, go up. Exhale, bring it down. And the opposite side. Inhale and exhale, bring it down. Yeah? Now, come back to the center. Yes. Now for the next movement, keep your chin absolutely straight. What we're going to do is we're going to make a wow face with our facial muscles. And when you do, you have to completely stretch yourself. I'll show you first how to do it, and then you can repeat it, right? So you have to make wow movement, like wow. And relax yourself. Yeah. Now, with your tongue, basically you have to roll your tongue inside your lips, right? So you start with your left, and then anti-clockwise. Start with your right, and release. Now, your shoulders, basically stretch your hands and rotate your shoulders, rotate your arms. So, what we're essentially doing is we're increasing the blood flow to our faces by doing these warm up exercises. So, anytime, if you have, let's say, a quick party to go to, a dinner to go to, just do this exercise. It rushes the blood back to your face, and you will immediately start glowing. It helps in great blood circulation, this exercise, anti-clockwise and clockwise both. Now, hold your muscles, basically this. I'll show you right here, your collarbone basically, and pinch it. Pinch it a little. Don't hurt yourself, please, while doing it. Pinch it very, very softly. This also helps in bringing the blood flow back to your face. It's activating all the muscles around your face, your neck. Yeah? Okay. So we're done with a little bit of warm-up. Next, I will quickly show to you a couple of exercises that you can do, to lift your face up naturally. I believe a lot of people have a problem with their jawline, right? Everyone wants a thin jawline. Everyone wants a sculpted jawline. People also have a problem with their double chin, and people have a problem with their wrinkles around their eyes and dark circles. So I will quickly show you exercises that you can do to release all of these issues and if you do them regularly, you will notice a big difference. So for your jawline, make your fingers in this form, basically a V with your knuckles, right? Now your chin has to be between these knuckles. So your lower part on below, your upper part right here, and your face, basically your upper knuckle should be touching the bottom part of your lips and the other one below the knee. And stretch. Now, when you're stretching, feel the stretch on your jawline. Right? Do it very, very softly, but at the same time with enough pressure. So basically, you're stretching your jawline just like this till the end of your ears. Yeah. So when you do this exercise, you repeat it about 5 to 8 times every day. Now, before doing this, like all of the facial exercises, you have to apply a little facial oil, right? Now, or if a facial oil does not suit you, then you can take either a serum or you can take a moisturizer. Basically, a moisturizer which is benefited for your skin. People who have dry skin obviously use a more thicker moisturizer. People who have, let's say, a combination skin, balance your moisturizer in such a way that your T-zone does not get oily. And people who have oily skin, use lightweight gel serums, which is brilliant for your face. If not that, then the best way to do is to use facial oils. A very very a facial oil which is great for all skin types. Now, our skin is divided in three ways. Just as a prakriti is a body types, you have combination, you have dry. In the same way, in Indian Ayurveda system also, our skin is made of three: the vata, pitta, and the kapha dosha, right? So our body sort of identifies which dosha or which prakriti is dominant in our for our skin. For instance, people who have pitta dosha, basically pitta is, it's not a dosha, people who have a pitta skin type, now their skin type is usually combination skin type, right? There's a proper dosha analysis that is done. Their skin type is basically combination. People who have kapha, which is prominent, have a very very dry skin, right? And people who have vata, it dominates, it switches between combination and oily skin in between. So what you have to do is, a one facial oil which is beneficial for all skin types is a jojoba oil. You can, if you want, you can note it down. Basically, it spells, I'll write it in the chat box as well, the spelling. Right? It's available in brands across. Or if you want, badam ka oil, badam ka tel, basically. These two oils are beneficial for all skin types, right? But if you want specific, for that you'll have to get your dosha analysis done, that which oil or which moisturizer will suit your skin, right? So use any of these two oils for your facial massage. Now, the second exercise that we'll focus on is your eyes, right? Now, with age, we all start developing wrinkles around our eyes, if you've noticed, right? So an exercise, and then we get dark circles and we get puffy eyes. Now, one big, form of why dark circles and puffy eyes happen is because of lack of water, right? So if you have lack of water and lack of sleep, basically, then that's a direct indication of why you will immediately have puffy eyes. And we live in an age where we're constantly on social media all the time. We constantly have blue light radiation coming on our screen, through our face screen. So that is the result why a lot of our dark circles happen. So a very simple exercise to reduce the dark circles and to reduce the under eye bags and also reduce the wrinkles is basically you hold your center of your forehead, right? And stretch it very gently. Now take your index and your middle finger, and from the corner of your eye till the end of your ears, just massage this point. When you're massaging this point, obviously be very, very gentle because your under eye area is the most sensitive area in your entire body. You have to massage this point. You can repeat it on the other eye as well. So यहाँ बीच में से, forehead के बीच में से बहुत प्यार से आपको उठाना है और मसाज करनी है ऐसे. So अगर आप ये हर रोज करेंगे, if you do this on a daily basis, you will naturally see a reduction in your under eye bags, in your dark circles, and of course the wrinkles around your eyes, right? And then the third area that we'll focus is on your double chin, right? A lot of people have double chin problems. So the first rule that I tell everybody to not have double chin problems is to keep your posture straight always. We have become so social media and phone, we are constantly like this, if you've noticed, right? Phone हम हमेशा देखते रहते हैं, phone हमें तो हमारी जो body है वो ऐसे हो गई, हम लेटते भी ऐसे हैं, तो double chin तो आएगी, आपकी skin तो नीचे sag होगी, it will obviously sag, right? Because if you're constantly like this, it will sag, undoubtedly. So you always have to keep your posture straight, even while you're lying down. Make sure that your phone is at basically your eye screen level, so that you're not giving tension to this area of your body. right? If the more you give tension over here, the more the skin will start sagging. Yeah. तो एक डबल चिन की बहुत very very simple exercise that I'll show you, which we also did in our warm up. We raised when we raised our neck up, but when you raise your neck up like this, you have to basically then pout. I'll show it to you how you do it. So you go like this, and then you pout in the air, and then you release. So यहाँ पे basically it will stretch your muscles, your neck muscles over here. So you take your neck up, inhale, pout, release, pout, release. So when you're doing this, yes, that's the way to do it. Yes. You can do it sideways also. या सीधा भी आप कर सकते हैं. You can do it on all sides. Can I see more people doing it? Yes. So if you do all of these exercises every day, you will start noticing a big difference. So there are 3 exercises that I've shown you. Like I said, there are about more than 20 plus exercises. Do you want me, sorry, Padmaji, again do this jaw exercise? Okay. Do you want me to show it to you, or you want to do it again? Okay, I'll try showing it to you again. I'll show it to you again. So basically, yeah. So basically, you lift your neck up. जब हमने warm up किया था, when we did the warm up, you lift your neck up. You pout in the air when you're looking at the ceiling, and then you release over here only. Pout as in, basically you have to form this face, you know, like a kiss face, like how fishes form their faces, ऐसे. So when you go up, you pout and then you release. Pout again and then release, pout again and release. Do this about 10, 12 times every day. Every day. When you're doing it, you will feel a little stretch over here in your throat. जब आप ये करेंगे, that stretch will help in basically easing your double chin. Understand? Any doubt on this? Padmaji, is it clear? Okay. So there are about 20 plus exercises just, you know, that will help in giving you that beautiful glow and sculpt your face. Like I said, I have noticed in myself. I've seen I was like this. And of course, even if you're like this, all of us are beautiful, right? We all have beautiful faces. We all have beautiful smiles. But why don't we tone our faces a little bit more, right? We all love skincare. We all love beauty. We all love our faces in every form. So why not sculpt it in a very natural way, right? Our faces are the first thing that gets introduced in the world, right? Your face and your smile. Besides your name, when you walk into a room, sabse pehle insaan, everyone sees your face, everyone sees your smile, right? So when you do face yoga, it helps you in achieving that glow. It helps you in achieving that sculpt. It helps in lymphatic drainage, and it's a great form of anti-aging exercises. You know, today now we're living in the world where everyone talks about anti-aging when people are doing it. So this is a great form of anti-aging exercises for your face. But like I said, we're all beautiful. We all have beautiful smiles. Yeah. So yes. So I think Priyal has mentioned the session. So if anyone of you would like to join that session, we could do that. And thank you for coming. I think the session time is almost over. Thank you for joining the session today. And Priyal, do you have anything else to say?
Yeah. Thank you. Thank you everyone for joining today. Yeah, so thank you, Divya, for such a wonderful session. Thank you, everyone, for joining today's session on Soul Sensei. So today was just a small session on what we will experience in our upcoming session. So we have our upcoming session 2 days after 2 days, that is on 29th of October at the same time 5:30 p.m. So we would, if you are interested and if this session brought a little bit of change in you or little bit of interest in face yoga, please register for the 29th session. It's gonna be a more elaborate session. Today was just a teaser. That is going to be a much better, where you will be able to get more time for your own self for the practices, and also you can ask more questions to Divya, if because you will get more time there. So we are really hoping all of you to join there, and thank you everyone. If you have any questions, feel free to get in touch, and we hope you have a wonderful evening ahead.